Yum, yum, yum. Not exactly caviar in your suite at the palace, is it, Truman?
What are you doing here?
Well, at the moment, enjoying seeing you like this. But as satisfying as that is, I actually came for another reason.
And I suppose you are going to tell me, right?
It's tough being a captive audience, isn't it?
What do you want, Balsam?
To find Margaret Cochran and Todd Manning's kid.
Hey, what's up, dude? Heard you're looking for a nighttime bartender. Yeah, let's talk to the manager. He won't be in till tonight. Get you something to drink? Beer or something? Nah, no, it's too early. But I will get some lunch. Thanks, man.
You look like hell.
Yeah, and I feel even worse. I need a drink.
Hair of the dog?
Yeah, whatever. I screwed up. I got wasted last night.
Oh. So, what happened after you left here?
You kissed Nash and you didn't tell me. You punched Claudia and you didn't tell me. And Nash seems to think it's because you were jealous that he slept with her.
Antonio.
Jessica, do you have feelings for Nash?
Yes, I do.
You were in love with my mother? When?
A long time ago, before you were born.
Before I was... Well, that might mean... No, that's too... Ace, are you my father?
You get the hell out of my house.
I was looking for a simple yes or no. And since you didn't say no, I have to assume that it's the truth. So where do we go from here, Dad?
Hello, darling. Would you like some tea? No, thank you. But Kelly mentioned something interesting. She said that you had moved David back in here. Is that true?
Yes, it is. Actually, I moved him back into the blue room. I thought it would be a very good idea for him to live here at La Boulée while he's getting back on his feet.
You're kidding me?
No, absolutely not. But let's talk about something more serious, shall we? You, for example.
Me?
Yes, I heard you sneaking in. Goodness knows what time it was. Don't tell me you were coming back from a PTA meeting.
I was at Todd's.
Oh, no, that's exactly what I was afraid of. Why, Blair?
I was getting him to take me back. But unfortunately, he kicked me out, but I'm not giving up. I'm going to find a way to get him back, no matter what it takes.
Hi.
Hey. Come on in.
Todd? What happened here?
Blair and her idea of romance.
Yeah, you told me about that, but from what I heard outside, this battleground is fresh.
Yeah, that's collateral damage.
So what didn't you tell me?
I'm never going to be able to get over Blair. Unless one of us dies or I fall in love with someone else.
Why are you looking for Todd and Margaret's kid?
Because the kid is missing and the father wants to find him.
So you're working for Manning now, is that it?
Yeah. We both know you delivered that baby and dumped him off somewhere. So why don't you just make this easy and tell me where the kid is?
You're wasting your time, Balsam.
I didn't think you'd talk without an incentive. So I'm here to give you one.
There is no guarantee that death will stop you from loving someone. Trust me.
Yeah, I suppose you're right.
So if you really want to get over Blair, I guess the idea of falling in love with someone new isn't such a bad idea. The question is, do you really think you can open up your heart to someone new?
Sure I can. As long as I never see a picture of Blair. I never imagine her sitting on the couch. If I never imagine her coming down the stairs, out of the kitchen, out of the bathroom, it doesn't make any difference. Wherever I go, there she is in my mind. I just can't get rid of her, no matter how hard I try.
Well, after I broke up with John, I couldn't stand being anywhere that the two of us had been together, which was like everywhere in this town. It hurt too much. And I couldn't imagine feeling the same way about any other person, so I just thought I was over. I was done with love. Love was done with me, whatever. And then Christian came into my life.
I thought you were done with him after what he pulled last night.
Well, we did have a terrible fight. And the jury is still out on our future. But my point is, I did move on from John. I fell in love again. Hard. So I'm living proof that there is more than one person in the world that's right for you. I mean, you can fall in love again if you find the right person. The tricky part is letting yourself fall, knowing how bad it hurts when it's over. I mean, it's hard. It's hard opening up your heart to someone new.
Blair, I don't mean to be cruel, but I do have to be honest. Todd doesn't want you, honey. He's rejected you time and time again. He kicked you out of your own home. For goodness sakes, you're trying to win back a man who doesn't want to be one.
And when has that ever stopped you from going after the man that you want, huh?
Touche.
I thought you were hell-bent on getting Clint Buchanan back.
I'm planning on it.
Well, then why in the world did you bring David back to this house? What's going on with the two of you?
So I'm a Buchanan? Doreen will be thrilled. Well. If I'm a Buchanan, that means Bo and Clint are my brothers. And if you're my father, that also means...
For the last damn time, I am not your father. Look at you. A loser, gigolo, ne'er-do-well. You don't have an ounce of Buchanan blood in your body.
You wouldn't admit it if I did, you old coot.
What the hell did you call me?
Sorry, Dad.
Damn it, Vickers!
Look, if you want me to stop, you'd better start talking. I deserve to know what happened between you and my mother, and I'm not going anywhere until you do.
That's it. I'm calling security.
Time for your pills, Mr. Buchanan.
That was fast. Do you have some sort of implant?
Not now, Nigel.
Now, sir, you know the dire consequences if you fail to take your medication.
All right, Asa. You start talking. You tell me everything about your affair with my mother, from the beginning to the end, and don't leave anything out, because if you do, you can kiss these little babies goodbye.
See, the thing is, I just can't avoid Blair. We've got kids together, so... I don't think I'll ever be able to get her out of my life completely.
No. But you do have a choice. I mean, you can either find a way to forgive her and build on what was good about your relationship, Or you can find a way to get over her once and for all. And if you're going to get over her, then you do have to open yourself up to the possibility of finding someone new. And I don't just mean any somebody. I mean someone that you can actually fall in love with.
Who's going to want me?
You're right.
You know, my track record, my reputation, my criminal record.
Stop it, Todd. Just don't sell yourself short. If you would actually let someone get to know you, that they would see that you have a soft side. I mean, you have a kind and generous side. I certainly see it, and other women will too. Really. No, really. You're a wonderful father, and you're a loyal friend, and you're smart, you're funny, you're rich, and you're not bad looking. I mean, there are plenty of women that would be attracted to you. You just have to open yourself up and let them see you for who you really are.
I'm picky.
Yeah. So am I. Which is why my relationship with Christian is so important to me. I mean, there are so many things I love about him. He's such a good man.
Except his little hot Latino temper.
I just can't believe he did that. I don't understand why he had to go to such extremes with Ted. Not that I blame him. I don't blame him for exploding when he found out that Ted set him up. In fact, I would like to get my hands on anybody that knew what was going on and didn't bother to try to stop it.
You've reached Evangeline Williamson. Please leave a message and I'll get back to you as soon as I can.
Hey, it's me. We need to talk about what happened. Look, you were right. I went too far last night. I'm at Rhodey's. Why don't you come meet me here? Look, I know we can get through this. If you'll just give it a shot. Thanks.
I messed up last night.
Oh? What'd you do?
I drank too much. I slept in. I woke up with a hangover so that when Antonio turned up for my scheduled visit with Brennan, he thought he was right. I was too messed up to take care of her, so we left with her.
And here you are, drinking again. Nothing like learning from your mistakes.
Please don't beat up on me.
You deserve it. What are you thinking, Nash? Are you trying to lose your daughter altogether?
Hello? Yeah. Hold on. I'm going to take the phone outside. I've got a bad connection in here.
Of course I have feelings for Nash, Antonio. He is the father of my baby. And, I mean, look at what he's lost. He lost a woman that he loves, and she is never, ever coming back. Can you blame him at all for trying to hold on to something, anything right now?
No, I can't. But I guess what does bother me is why you're so upset that he chose to hold on to Claudia.
I am not jealous, if that's what you're implying. I don't care that he slept with Claudia. I don't. I just wish that he would pick somebody a little bit more trustworthy.
You know, hauling off and hitting someone is not like you, Jess.
Yes, it is. It is now. Now that I'm integrated, more of my test personality is coming to the surface.
Right. Drinking shots like tested. Punching people like tested.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. And what about loving Nash like Tess did? Is that going to start to surface too?
What are you trying to say, Antonio?
You said you have feelings for Nash. Well, what kind of feelings? Romantic feelings?
Let's have it, Asa. Or these pills are history.
Go ahead, toss them. I don't care.
Really? You're willing to risk your life to keep your relationship with my mother a secret.
There's no risk to Mr. Buchanan's life. There's a vitamins you're holding, Mr. Vickers.
I thought you said there were dire consequences if he didn't take them.
Well, there will be from Mrs. Buchanan.
Now, for the last time, Vickers, I am not. You understand me? I am not your father. You don't believe me? Get a DNA test. Now, you get the hell out of here, or I call Bo and have you arrested for trespassing.
All right, I'm going. For now. Asa and my mother? Could it be?
Is everything all right, sir? So that's David Vickers' mother. She's a lovely young woman. So now that the secret is out, perhaps you're willing to include your family in this mystery?
You stick to your job. Leave me the hell alone.
I no longer have a job to do. I'll send for my belongings later. You can forward my final check to the Angel Square Hotel.
What are you babbling about?
You fired me, remember?
Then I'm unfiring you. I need you to take me somewhere. Pronto.
Incentive? What could I possibly get out of confessing to a crime for which I haven't even been charged?
We're talking about a baby's life here. Truman, do you really want that on your conscience when you go to the great hereafter? What's so damn funny?
It's ridiculous. I mean, just you of all people trying to appeal to me on moral grounds. It's ridiculous.
Miles worth a shot.
No, it wasn't.
Look, here's the deal. I'm a private eye. I'm not a cop. I don't care about justice. I'm just trying to close a case for my client. So you give me what I need to find the kid, and I'll say that I followed some leads and tracked him down myself. Your name never has to come up.
Why should I trust you?
Because I'm a man of my word.
Listen to me, Balsam. You're never going to find that kid. You understand me? Everybody in this town knows you to be nothing more than a punk kid yourself. Where did you get your private investigator's license anyway? Off the course on the internet? Listen, you do not stand a prayer, not a chance in hell of ever finding that kid. If you think you do, then you're a bigger fool than I thought.
Oh, really? You found your son.
What?
Yeah, that's right. I found out that he was your son. I'm good at finding kids. And I'll find Todd's too. I'm going to finish what John McBain started, and when I do, it's going to be one more crime that you have to pay for.
Well, it's a good thing that Christian finally found out who set him up, because now it's settled and you don't have to think about it anymore.
No. Unfortunately, Christian tried to beat a confession out of Ted, and Ted would have said anything to save his life, which automatically negates anything that Christian found out. I just can't get over it. I can't get over the look in Christian's face when he was beating Ted. It wasn't like when he was in the ring. No, it wasn't the job. It was rage. It was rage, and it was hate. And I don't know what to do about it. I don't know how I can get over it. I want to, but I'm not sure if I can. It's like I haven't seen a temper before. I mean, back when I was representing him, when he was at Statesville, I saw it then, but I felt like it was justified because of everything he's been through. But now, what if it's just who he is? I'm sorry. No, I didn't mean to do this. I didn't mean to do this to you. I really just came over here to say thank you for your offer yesterday. You know, you said if I need anything, you would be here. Really, I didn't mean to put it to the test.
It's okay.
I don't know what to do.
Well, you've done the right thing by coming here. No, really, if you ever need somebody to lean on, I'm the guy. Okay?
There's nothing whatsoever going on between David and me. Darling, that ship sailed long ago. In fact, it capsized. But luckily, we've managed to become friends again.
Friends.
Yes, friends. And I assure you, that's all.
That's so funny because, see, Kelly mentioned that she walked in on you guys here on the counter. He was like icing your cupcake.
Hey, stop right there, okay? Okay, I will admit things did become a bit too friendly for just a moment there. But after all, David used to live here with me, and just for a moment there, we found ourselves caught up in a spirit of intimacy that just naturally led to, well, that's all. It just makes perfect sense when you consider that we used to be so close, and then we found ourselves in close proximity.
Right. Dorian, you're a genius.
I was just thinking that myself.
No, you are. You have just figured out a way for me to get back with Todd.
No.
I can't believe that you're accusing me of being in love with
I am not accusing you of being
Yes,
in
you
love with
are
Nash.
accusing
No,
me.
honey.
What do you think romantic feelings are? You know me. If I was in love with somebody else, do you really think that I would be planning a wedding with you in a couple of weeks? No.
Okay.
No. I am tired, Antonio. I've been through so much. And you know what? If I wanted to be with Nash, I would just be with him.
Well, and what about kissing him? Does that amount to toying with the idea?
Oh, what do you think?
Well, I don't know what I think, honey. I mean, you know, one minute I think I know every single thing about you. And then you go and you do something.
That's like. Mm-hmm.
Yes, that's like. That's a really good way to describe it. You know, I don't know that side of you.
That's because I've never owned it before. But I don't think it's a bad thing. I am more daring. I'm more adventurous. I'm more impulsive.
Well, you know, you say impulsive. I say out of control. Sometimes.
No, don't back
No,
up.
I'm not
You said
backpedaling.
sometimes.
Okay, well, then maybe I am
Sometimes. I am out of
backpedaling. You know?
control, and that scares you.
Yes, it does.
But I like how I am now. I was too restrained before. I was afraid of everything. But I don't think it's a bad thing if I want to throw back a shot every once in a while. Or if somebody like Claudia makes me mad, I want to throw a punch. I stood up for myself, and that felt good. And I am going to keep on doing it whether you like it or not.
We were on the subject of Nash.
Oh, yeah. I don't want to have to keep on saying this over and over again, but acting like Tess is completely different than feeling like Tess. I'm not in love with Nash. Tess is in love with Nash. Okay? And I didn't tell you about the Claudia thing because it just felt like John had just died. And I felt like you had enough on your plate to deal with. And I just didn't think a cat fight was anything important to tell you about.
Okay. And, what about the kiss?
I didn't think that it mattered. It didn't mean anything to me.
And what about Nash? Did it mean anything to him?
Another one? Make it a real double this time.
You okay?
Yes.
Was that phone call bad news?
No, it's fine. It's just a vendor trying to get paid. It's fine. I'll take care of it. It's okay.
What about that loan from Vincent? You'll be able to make the payments, right?
One thing at a time, all right? I haven't even been paid by him yet, but I got it under control. It's going to be fine. It's going to be okay.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, someone was supposed to meet me here, but guess it's not showing up.
I'm not going to lose anything. I'm not going to lose my vineyard. I'm not going to lose my daughter. I got to talk to Jessica. You know, I mean, she gets me. It's going to be fine. It's going to be fine.
Look, Nash. Listen, man, I think you're a pretty decent guy. And I know you're going through a rough time, but Antonio and Jessica are in love. They're getting married pretty soon. If you're smart, to back off.
Antonio sent you here, right?
No.
Wow, he's got to be desperate to get me out of town to send his boxing brother to beat me up, huh? Come on.
Hey, listen, you got it all wrong, man. Let it go.
You're all wrong. Let it go. Just let it go, huh? Let it go. Yeah, just let go of my girlfriend, let go of my daughter. Just let go of it. Just like that, huh? Back off, man.
Thank you. Thank you. I needed that.
That's what I'm here for.
I know what I have to do now.
Yeah. Christian's gonna take it pretty hard, though, huh?
I'm not going to break up with him. No, I'm going to take the advice I just gave you about Blair. I have two choices. I can either give up on something special and someone I really love, or I can accept the fact that he's human and build on what's great about us.
Yeah, just a little while ago you were talking about how you were afraid he was going to kill someone, and so now you're just gonna forget about all that and go back to normal?
Well, I'm going to try and understand why he did what he did. I mean, I care too much about him to just cut and run because I got scared. I think I'm going to go find him and we should work this out together.
Okay, whatever you want.
Todd, I know that things are confusing right now for you and Blair.
Right now.
Really, I just want you to know that your offer of friendship, it goes both ways. If you need anything from me, anything.
Yeah, I've got you on speed dial.
Okay. Call me.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't know why I didn't think of this myself. You know, I have tried talking to Todd, having sex with Todd, doing all the things that other women do. But, you know, I realize that I am not any other woman, right?
Spoken like a true Kramer. Now, don't take this as an endorsement because you know how I feel about Todd, but what do you have in mind?
I'm not going to tell you because you won't be supportive. But you can wish me luck. No, don't even wish me luck because this is going to work, Dorian. If this doesn't work, nothing will. Thanks, Dorian.
Hello, it's Dorian Lord. Yes, I'm just fine, thank you. But I need you to make a rather sizable donation to the charitable trust that Buchanan Enterprises has established for, well, in the memory of John McBain. Well, I don't know. What would you consider sizable? Well, okay, fine. $50,000. No, of course I don't want it to be anonymous. That much money? Are you kidding? No, say that it is from, well, with great respect, from Dorian Lord. Oh, and you can also say, and the staff of Craze magazine. But make sure it is in that order. Good. Oh, wait. Would you be certain that the check is sent care of Clint Buchanan? Thank you. Blair's right. I am a genius.
Good. I'm glad you're here. I have some incredible news. I finally figured out why Spencer is so interested in Asa, why he was keeping those secret files, why he started his one-man show to bring down the entire Buchanan family, why he ruined Asa's business deal, why he messed with Kevin's life, why he framed Bo.
I know everything that Spencer has done. David, what's your point?
Spencer went after the Buchanans because they had what he never had, a father who loved and took care of them.
So that's why you made sure that Kevin would never be able to be a father, because Ned Truman was such an awful father. Very, very Freudian.
Truman isn't Spencer's real last name.
Truman, Vickers, with you guys who can keep track.
It isn't Truman. It isn't Vickers. It's Buchanan.
Buchanan?
Spencer is Asa's son.
Hey, what's new?
I just came from seeing Truman.
Say anything about my kid?
I didn't really expect him to. I was just hoping to rattle his cage a little, shake loose some information, let him know that you're not going to give up in finding your son.
Uh-huh. And what happened?
Well, I hope I made him nervous enough to say something to somebody. I spoke to the guards, other inmates. Anybody hears anything, they're going to give me a call.
Okay, that's a start. So what's next?
Well, Paige was positive about the date Margaret's kid was born. So I'm checking reports of adoptions, abandoned babies found close to that time. And I put the word out to some people who, might not talk to cops, but who'd maybe open up to me. A lot of people lived on the streets near the warehouse where that kid was born. People, a guy like Spencer Truman would walk past a zillion times but never notice. Somebody had to have seen something.
Yeah, but we don't know if the kid's...
He's alive. Spencer said something about nobody ever being able to find the kid.
You did?
Yeah. And then he backpedaled. But I'm sure he was talking about a living, breathing person. I'll find your kid, Todd. You're going to be one big happy family. That's going to be soon.
Nash was totally wasted when he kissed me, and he was going on and on about losing Tess, and I just, you know what, I kind of feel like he was trying to get her out one last time to say goodbye. What does it matter what it meant to Nash? I love you. Only you. And we're getting married soon. Come on, we should be thinking about you and me, not other people.
In the future, I want it to be you who tells me if there's something going on. I don't care what it is.
Okay. I'm sorry.
You don't have to say you're sorry. That's all I wanted to hear.
Okay. But I do have good news. I ran into the super on my way out, and he said that the hot water should be turned back on right about now. And I figured, since we missed our shower this morning, we can go home and do something about that.
I wish I could.
What?
I got to get back to the station. I was just going to stop in at Rhodey's and pick up some lunch.
Okay. Well, then I guess I can take another shower later.
Yes. It's a date.
Okay. See you then.
Okay. Hey, let's get something straight before you leave.
Hey, what?
From now on, I'm the only guy that's going to be kissing you.
Nash! Relax. Stop it. Nash, leave him alone. Christian is not the person you're mad at.
Oh, who? Who should I be mad at then, huh? Who? Tess? Oh, no, she's gone. God? Come on, who's playing this cruel joke of me, man? Who?
Listen, you need to get some coffee, go home, and get some sleep, okay? I'm leaving.
Yeah, where are you going? Huh? Go find Antonio? Your little brother come to Nash is being a jerk. Huh? That way he can take my baby from me from good. I don't give a damn.
Oh, you need to get a grip, man. I'm warning you, okay? Back off.
Oh, my God, not again.
Me for no reason. I want him arrested.
Oh, I must say your theory makes sense. But even if Spencer is Ace's son, David, he's locked up in jail now. He may never see the light of day again. So how in the world will this information do you any good?
You disappoint me. Don't you see the possibilities?
Apparently not.
Asa is a gazillionaire.
So?
So, I've been looking for a way to get back at Spencer for everything he's done to me. I just found a gazillion ways.
I found your son.
What?
Yeah, that's right. I found out that he was your son. I'm good at finding kids. And I'll find Todd's too.
Truman, got another visitor. All right, stay on it. Let me know everything you turn up.
Will do, boss.
Excuse me, what the hell are you? What are you doing? Hey!
Well, it is moving day.
Wait a minute. Wait.
Oh,
Kids are moving.
Brian, put that down here. Leave that bike here, and then will you take this upstairs to the bedroom on the right?
You know something that's going on?
Thank you so much.
Blair.
What?
What's going on?
Oh, the kids are moving back in, and so am I.
On the next One Life to Live.
Your mom's going back to Dorian's.
I'm not staying without Mom.
Christian didn't start the fight.
I don't think any of you are safe around this guy.
We're gonna survive him.
Question is, can Nash survive you and Antonio?